What is your working name?
Crystal.
What made you get into prostitution?
I was trying to put me through college.
How old were you when you got started?
15.
What are you now?
18.
How much money do you make in a day?
About 1,000 or 2,000 in a good day.
Did you have any plans of going to college?
Yeah, I was doing it to put me through college. So.
Did you graduate college?
Not yet.
Do you think that prostitution should be legalized?
Definitely. They shouldn't put into my business.
Do you have any regrets?
Yeah, not getting into it sooner.
And is it hard to balance prostitution life and college life?
No, it's really easy.
Thank you.
Welcome.
What is your working name?
My name is Young Hubbard.
Why do you call yourself that?
Well, because I'm young, I'm 17 years old, and Hubbard because I'm short.
What made you get into prostitution?
Well, my grades weren't that good, and I needed money. So
How old were you when you got into this?
I was 14 years old.
Were you not scared?
I was scared because I was a freshman. I didn't really know what to do, but just came.
How much money do you usually make in a day?
About $120.
Did you have any plans of going to college?
Well, I wanted to go to school, but it was too expensive, and I wasn't that bright.
Have you given up on those plans?
Well, I hope that one day I'll be able to go back and get some kind of education for myself.
Do you think that you could ever get out of prostitution?
I don't know. The money is just so good.
So would you rather get money doing this, or would you rather get money through getting a degree and going to college?
I think I'd rather get a degree and go to college.
Do you think that prostitution should be legalized?
I think it should be legal because it's my body, and we all have our natural rights here, so that should be regulated by people.
And do you have any regrets by doing this?
No, I do not.
None.
I should have charged people more money, and should have just stayed in school.
Do you charge the same rate to each person, or do your rates vary?
Now if they look good, then I charge them less. But
What do you do?
I'm a pimp.
What do you consider to be pimping?
Pimping is enforcing for the ladies, making sure they don't get too battered up and getting my money.
The ladies, what do you mean ladies?
My workers, prostitutes.
How many prostitutes do you have?
Got girls all over the world. This particular city I have 20.
20 girls.
Yes.
How do you get your clientele?
If she look cute, she just gonna work for me.
Have you ever been physically abusive towards your girls?
I wouldn't say physically abusive. They need to know how to follow the rules.
Do you think prostitution should be legalized?
Yes.
What do you mean by follow the rules? What rules?
They just gotta have their money in time. That's the rules. Make sure they ain't cheating me out my profit.
What's your profit?
The money they make from being a prostitute.
Half or all of it?
I give them a little 5%.
Thank you.
Welcome.
What do you do?
I am a pimp.
What do you consider to be pimping?
The protection of women who want to sell their body.
How do you get your clientele through the women?
Mostly single parents at schools.
Okay. Have you ever been physically aggressive towards your girls?
Yes, someone needs to keep them in line.
What do you mean by in line?
I mean, like, sometimes they step over their boundaries by thinking they can speak to me a certain way, and that needs to be fixed.
So do you think that you run them? Like, do they belong to you?
Yes.
Do you think prostitution should be legal?
No.
Why not?
Because that would take away all of my business.
working name?
They call me Lolo
Why do they call you Lolo?
because I get low.
What made you get into prostitution?
I needed the money. I had a pretty bad drug problem. And I need money.
Do you still need money?
No, I'm pretty much the queen.
So why do you still do prostitution?
I don't prostitute myself. I prostitute, like, I'm kind of a pimp.
So you don't engage in sexual activities with men.
Almost I want to, but they're not paying me.
So you're not a prostitute.
I let girls stay with me and then tell the clientele, come to my house. That's how I make my money.
So do you work with the pimps?
I'm my own pimp.
So for the other women, do you work with the pimps to get them clientele?
No. Why would I help them with their business?
So, how old were you when you first got into prostitution?
I was 16.
And how old are you now?
34.
How much money do you make in a day?
When I was a prostitute, I made like 800 because I only worked with professional athletes.
So how does that work? We're only working with professional athletes.
How does it work?
Yeah.
Well, I live in a high-rise building, so they would send their town car around late at night, around 12, 1-ish in the morning, get in the town car, go to their hotel, treat them like a regular client unless they wanted to do more, and then that'd be it. It's kind of the same.
They just pay more than the regular person.
Oh, for sure.
And did you have any plans of going to college?
No.
Never.
No. I call myself an entrepreneur
But how are you an entrepreneur?
because I've had my own business. I run the girls. They bring in my money.
So you're like a pimp.
I'm a mother, yeah.
But mothers don't. How are you a mother? Not instead
That's
of-
what a female pimp's called.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. Do you think that prostitution should be legalized?
No. It's,
Why?
people enjoy what is not readily available to them. What's your working name?
Brown sugar.
What made you get into prostitution?
I didn't really work hard in school, and everyone said I had a great body, so I was good at what prostitutes do, so I just kept doing it.
What do prostitutes do, in your opinion?
Well, the PG version of what they do is basically you just take a guy picks you up for a date, and y'all go out. You don't really go out. You go to his house, and y'all spend some time there, and then when you're done, you leave.
How much money do you make when you go on a date?
Anywhere from $500 to $700.
What made you get out of prostitution?
So this one time, this guy, he wanted to cuddle, and cuddling is extra, and he did not pay me to cuddle with him. And, so I didn't want to cuddle, but he was like, "You're cuddling with me." And I was like, "No, I'm not." And then he beat me up really badly, and he thought I was dead, so he left. And I woke up, and my face was battered, and I was like, "This is not for me." I kind of had an epiphany.
Do you think prostitution should be legalized?
It should be legalized, but it shouldn't be legalized to make it easier. It should be legalized so it's easy to regulate. Because like now, it's really easy for the girls to get hurt, but if it was regulated, then they wouldn't get hurt.
Do you have any regrets?
Yes. Prostitution ruined my life. Like, it makes you have a low self-esteem, and it's really hard to get back from that. So don't do prostitution, please.
Are you in school now?
No, but I went back to school after I got out of prostitution, and now I'm a high school teacher.
How old are you?
I'm 35.
Thank you, Brown Sugar.
No problem.